TommyInnit is the embodiment of every annoying younger sibling that you've intrusively thought about beating to a pulp. Whether you think he's funny, annoying, or some weird other thing, gaining a following of 14 million subscribers in just a few years is only something that can be achieved by those that have talent. But towards the start of his YouTube career, he just seemed like an annoying, unremarkable British teenager that played Minecraft, and to an extent, that's because he was. He wasn't especially skilled at Minecraft, and wasn't as witty as other YouTubers, so how did this annoying child climb his way to the top of Minecraft YouTube? While some could say that Tommy's success only comes from collaborating with larger creators, the larger reason behind his success was something that only Tommy was capable of pulling off. TommyInnit comes from humble and arguably the most relatable beginnings of all, being a chronic YouTube watcher. Being a big SMP Live fan and a fan of other Hypixel and Minecraft YouTubers as well, he decided that he wanted to become a Minecraft YouTuber himself. With his grainy 720p webcam, headset microphone, cracked Premiere Pro, and a dream, he started his YouTube career on September 9th, 2018. Well, technically, his streaming career started earlier than that, and he also had another channel in 2013, but we don't need to talk about it. Perhaps some things are best left forgotten for now. Tommy had some really respectable growth for the first few months of his career, amassing 5,000 subscribers by August of 2019, by making dollar store versions of other people's content and doing the family-friendly PG clean metadata spam that Jake Paul did in 2017. But he genuinely did make good content for a 14-year-old, and his videos had some sort of weird charisma, similar to that of a high school freshman that's in a senior friend group for the 10% of the time that he's funny, but still annoying as shit the rest of the time. Tommy's channel would grow even further when he started his Hypixel Skyblock series on August 6, 2019, with Tommy doing his usual tomfoolery instead of actually playing the game. He also pioneered the third-person Minecraft intro that nearly every small YouTuber did in 2019, with the character moving his head and punching air with subtitles underneath. Also, for some reason, he had this wonky keyframe animation where the videos and subtitles were swaying back and forth like a kid with ADHD in a rocking chair. With Tommy pumping out Skyblock videos, he reached YouTube rank in September of 2019 and reached 68,000 subscribers by October of 2019, which gave him just enough clout to join. I know school hasn't taught you anything important, so here's something that's important to know. Social capital is how the value of relationships is measured. For example, a person that goes to Harvard has a lot more social capital than a person who goes to a community college, since there's more successful people in Harvard to build relationships with than in community college. And honestly, that's the only real benefit of Ivy League schools, so don't bust your balls over your grades, since all colleges are decent enough to make a good living. Anyways, whether TommyInnit realized it or not, his last-minute slot into SMP Earth was the catalyst to skyrocket his YouTube career, not the Dream SMP like many people think. While Tommy gained a majority of his growth from the Dream SMP, the growth that he achieved from his relationships with Wilbur Soot and Technoblade made him popular enough to even be invited to the Dream SMP in the first place. Also, take that definition of social capital with a grain of salt. But there were many small YouTubers that were involved with SMP Earth, so what did TommyInnit do to stand out? Get the attention of the most popular people in the SMP. From day one on the server, Tommy was the enemy of the world, doing things like stealing from Captain Sparkles and starting a war with Technoblade and Pulsar. It's even stated that Tommy had the most enemies out of everyone on SMP Earth. Even if viewers of SMP Earth hated his guts, Tommy had a massive amount of eyes on him, which led to a massive growth of 212,000 subscribers by June 2020. And the best part about Tommy's strategy is that he didn't even have to think about it. It was just something that occurred naturally. Thousands of viewers calling for his head was just another Tuesday for Tommy. And whether or not he realized it, this was the special talent that only he had that could skyrocket him into YouTube fame. On July 14th, 2020, Tommy uploaded his first Dream SMP video onto YouTube, doing the same things he usually did in his Skyblock videos. But in the second video, Tommy did what he did best, start a conflict and piss people off. Not only did he become a nuisance to the fastest growing Minecraft YouTuber, he also gave arbitrary value to some random discs he found in a dungeon and started an entire conflict over them. After that conflict was done, he started another one. He made enemies just like he did in SMP Earth, but this time his social capital was in the bazillions. While some could make the argument that Tommy's success only comes from Dream, only Tommy had the personality and talent that made his collaboration with Dream so successful, and most people could only reach a fraction of Tommy's success if they were in his shoes. TommyInnit continued to climb as more lore was added to the Dream SMP, but a new issue started to arise for Tommy. What happened when the Dream SMP was over? The Dream SMP was already a narrative pile of shit once Wilbur left the writing team, and the complexity of the plot rivaled that of FNAF if Scott Cawthon was perpetually high, drunk, and did absolutely no proofreading. The only thing keeping up the hype was Tommy and Technoblade, so once the story ended, where would Tommy go? It seemed like he was going to fall into the trap that most other gaming YouTubers fall into, being tied to the game they played. But fortunately for Tommy, he was able to avoid this, like Techno avoided Tommy's trap on SMP Earth. While the subject matter of Tommy's videos were Minecraft, Tommy kept dialing everything up to 11, making his viewers come back for his personality and shenanigans. Another tool that Tommy used to grow was his relatability. Like I mentioned before, he was a chronic YouTube watcher just like many of you here watching, and the relatability to his audience only increased when he released his 1 million subscriber special, where he showed himself being completely inept at having normal conversations with people, and embarrassed himself to the point where watching the video would give you 20% of the secondhand embarrassment you would feel when watching Rent a Girlfriend. For the next year that he made content on the Dream SMP, he built his brand not around Minecraft, but around his obnoxious yet entertaining personality that everyone paid attention to. He honed his talent for being annoying and telling jokes, until he perfected it into something that would be the foundation of his success. On December 9th, 2020, Tommy made his first Minecraft mod video to try and branch out of the Dream SMP. The premise was simple. Tommy and a bunch of his YouTuber friends played Minecraft with proximity chat, and they all tried to make the funniest jokes possible. While some could make the argument that Tommy only made these videos because he couldn't make videos by himself, I would say that these collaborative mod videos perfectly utilized Tommy's talents, and that this was the best possible path that his channel could have gone through, for a few reasons. First off, he explicitly said in his tribute to Dream SMP video that he wasn't comfortable with making content by himself, so trying to make content by himself would result in a worse product than his mod videos. Secondly, Tommy has really good chemistry with almost every creator when it comes to having fun, and it would be a waste not to use that chemistry. Even if you don't think Tommy is that funny, you have to at least give him credit for being really good at creating environments where others could express their own creativity and wittiness. And lastly, using other people is just a good way of becoming successful. Now I know that sounds bad out of context, but in a Mark Tilbury short I found in my YouTube recommended, he said that using other people's skill sets is a very effective way of becoming successful. Also, don't just blindly trust people on the internet with financial advice cause, well, you know. Well, I believe that Tommy could have stood on his own and done well. Leveraging other people's talents and combining them with his own is how TommyInnit was able to rise up to the top of Minecraft YouTube.